Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I am covering the Bryan Kohberger Moscow, Idaho case. Who is Emma Bailey? Emma Bailey. A lot of people that have been following this case out of Moscow, Idaho has heard of the name Emma Bailey. There is an interest in the name Emma Bailey, and if Emma Bailey, this individual, is in any connection or any relation to these Moscow murders that happened during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. Now, what we do know about an Emma Bailey is there is an Emma Bailey from Moscow, Idaho, who lived right behind the road, right behind the Moscow King Road murders. She lived right behind there, an individual that's 22 years old and recently got arrested with another individual, Demetrius Robinson, for giving drugs, fatal drugs, to another individual just south of Seattle. There's a lot of interest in Emma Bailey being arrested earlier this year for DUI, but I'm trying to find a connection between Emma Bailey and any of the four victims or Bryan Kohberger. What I do know about Emma Bailey is her mom has confirmed with me that she was a DoorDash driver, but I don't know if she was a DoorDash driver at the time the Moscow murders happened. Her mom said around that time, so I'm assuming maybe yes. Also, Jack in the Box, where that DoorDash was ordered, according to the affidavit of probable cause, to the Moscow home around 4 a.m., just minutes before the murders happened. It came from the Jack in the Box, the DoorDash, and Jack in the Box has confirmed with me and another source that a girl with black hair was the DoorDash driver, a young female. So people are speculating whether that is Emma Bailey or not. I want to show you a clip right here. This is from, there's two parts in this clip, right? There is, remember the Moscow, Idaho parties that were going on inside that home, the Moscow 1122 King, that a lot of us been sharing on our channels. You know, the noise complaints where the police had to go to the house because of partying, just months before the murder. Well, I want to show you a clip right now. I want you to listen to this clip and see this clip, and then I'm also going to compare it to a clip of Emma Bailey being pulled over for her DUI. So check this out.
Now let's go make contact. How goes it?
Oh, hi, how are you?
Who lives here?
We're not actually sure.
You don't know who lives here?
No,
okay.
I don't.
We're just here for a noise complaint.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Deputy Miller, Sheriff's Office.
Hello.
Driver's license, vehicle registration. Reason we're chatting is running the red light.
Yeah. Oh, was it red?
Mine was green when you cleared the intersection.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was yellow when I went, so I'm sorry. It was yellow when I went. I'm sorry if it turned red.
What does yellow usually mean?
Go slow.
Yeah, because it's changing. You gotta come to a stop.
My apologies. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're correct.
Do you have your vehicle registration?
Yes, I do.
Where are we coming from tonight?
Oh, just the, over in Emporium.
Okay.
In Pullman.
All right. How much have you had to drink tonight, Emma?
None.
You've had something.
Some?
Yeah, you've had some.
Not enough to drive.
Okay. Hop out for me, would you?
Okay.
Now let's go make contact. How goes it?
Oh, hi, how are you?
Who lives here?
We're not actually sure.
You don't know who lives here?
No,
okay.
I don't.
We're just here for a noise complaint.
Oh, okay. No.
You notice in that video, you could hear someone yell at the beginning, Bailey, Bailey. And then a girl comes out with black hair, and then I showed the comparison to Emma Bailey being pulled over in her front driver's seat. Well, those two individuals to me kind of look like the same person. So, has Emma Bailey ever been to that Moscow, Idaho home before? Also, there was another roommate that was living in that house. The media reported it. An individual by the name of Ashlyn Couch, who used to live in that Moscow, Idaho home, I guess left before the murders happened. Possibly she was also still on the lease. Ashlyn Couch, we've heard her name. Well, Emma Bailey's actually Instagram friends with Ashlyn Couch. Who is Emma Bailey, and why is there so much interest? I made a video about her arrest, her DUI arrest, and it got tens of thousands of views. So a lot of all of you are wondering if there's a connection. I do know that she might have been romantically involved with this 36-year-old Demetrius guy that she got arrested with. Because according to public records, Demetrius was also living in her home at one point, or registered. I guess maybe he was getting mail or credit cards or whatever to Emma's home that's like literally right behind the Moscow King Road address. And then it seems like Emma does modeling for him, like modeling. Who is Emma Bailey? Now, I have a picture of Emma Bailey with actually a tattoo on her arm. She's got a tattoo on her arm. So I don't know if it's the same girl that came out of that Moscow home. It seems like she didn't have tattoos. So maybe it's not Emma Bailey. But I want to know your thoughts on Emma Bailey. I am covering this case. I'm covering the Moscow case extensively. I'm trying to gather more information on Emma Bailey. If any one of you guys have information on her, please email me. Or is she not involved whatsoever, with this Moscow case? Because we still don't know a motive. Was she the DoorDash driver that went to the King Road address around 4 a.m. and then just minutes later Bryan Kohberger's there? Does anyone know if there's a connection between Emma Bailey and Bryan Kohberger? Do they know each other or not? Emma Bailey's in custody. It looks like she is going to spend a significant amount of time in jail. Maybe not. She's 22 years old, giving drugs giving drugs to someone that ultimately dies, giving them fatal drugs. Yeah, that's a serious matter. I don't think it might not be more than 5 years in prison, and she's young. Doesn't look like she has an extensive prior history, but it looks like in the last 5 months her life has fell apart. It looks, the DUI and then this, and then hooking up with a guy that's, 15 years older than her. That's modeling and more or less, we could say, pimping her around. I'll flat out say pimping her around. That's what it seems like to me. But we'll talk soon. If you have any information on Emma, share with me. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and check out my Moscow, Idaho playlist. Everyone's be safe. Who is Emma Bailey? I said Emily. Emma Bailey. God bless.